Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel ExcelVBA Expert. In today's video, we are going to do the connectivity of SQL with Python. So SQL plus Python plus Excel is equal to going to be the automation. So that is something which is, I would not say the complete automation, but yes. Okay, that is something the integration part, right? And later on that if we want to add some more, if we want to add some more steps, right? What else we want, right? That we can add into the code. But before going to discuss on those things, let's start doing integrating the SQL with Python first, and then later on we will see how we can export the data. Okay, what we have fetch out from the SQL, how we can export them, okay, into the Excel and save successfully on the desktop. Okay, so let me open the Python first. CMD. I'm opening it, Jupyter notebook. It's getting open. Okay, so in desktop I would like to save my code in AI folder, codes, and let me create the one editor. Okay, so here we have to import the two most important library. First library will be your pyodbc for SQL, and second your pandas to fetch out the data and to export the data into the Excel, right? So let's start import pyodbc and import pandas as pd. Okay, these two library we have enabled, we have imported successfully. Now next what we need to do, we have to do the connection first. Okay, so here it should be pyodbc dot connect. Okay, here you have to, here this connection string you have to write very carefully. Okay, so here it should be driver first, spelling should be absolutely correct, and after that SQL server. Okay, then your server name is here. Okay, I already have opened the SQL. This is my server name, I just copied it. Okay, I copied it, and let me go back to the editor and pasting it here. Okay, next is your database name. So in this particular server I am having my one database. Let me show that first. Okay, so here when you will go inside the database, you will be able to see one Python data. Under this Python data I have one table which is your saving. The table name is saving. Here might you will get to see here this one. Let me show the data first. So this is the data, guys, right? So this is the data which I would like to have in the Python and want to export the entire data with the header, with everything. Okay, in the excellence want to save successfully on the desktop. Okay, how we can do that? Now let's go here. Okay, database name is python underscore data. Okay, and after that trusted, spelling is not correct, trusted connection is yes. Okay, let me run it first. I run it, it has ran very successfully. Now let's start writing your code. Qry pd dot read SQL. Okay, after that select star from table name was savings. Okay, let me put it in the square bracket. Okay, and connection is your above one. Let me show the data. This is the warning, but we can ignore that. We already have our data here. Qry. There, look, Qry spelling is incorrect. Q should be in the capital. Let me run. So this is the entire data, guys, which we have fetch out from the Python. So basis this data you can do the pivoting, you can do the cross typing, you can create any summary, aggregate summary using group by, right, minimum and maximum functions, right? So you can do a lot of stuffs basis this data. But so far we the next requirement is just we need to export the same into the Excel, and one I would like to have the same into the would like to have the same on the desktop dynamically. So what we can do, we can simply create one, we can also import one more library, import OS. Okay, operating system. Okay, let me make a one dynamic path. So file I would say as path os path dot joins, right? Os path expenditure and tailed and desktop. So this is the dynamic path, guys, right? After having that, okay, what we can do, we can simply create one data frame, pd as data frame, not pd as data frame, leave it. What we can do, instead of this, let me put it here as, instead of q or y, let me put it as a dt. So dt we can export simply, okay, where in this path, on this path, file name will be your sql data.xlx, sheet name will be your, so we have to declare first dt is equal to pd dot data frame, blank data frame. Okay, in this blank data frame, what we have is stored the data. Okay, sheet name will be your sql, and I don't want to have any index, so make it as false, and your message should be done. Now let's run it. Here we don't have any file so far by the name of SQL data, right? Now let me run it. Done. Come back and SQL data is here. Let me open it. You look, the complete entire data we have exported into the Excel, okay, into the Excel from your SQL server. So this connectivity, okay, where's the code? The code is here. This code actually is helping us to reading the data from the SQL and just, you know, putting all those data into the one data frame, and that data frame we are exporting, okay, into the Excel and saving the same on the desktop. So here we have used three most important library as PyODBC for SQL, okay, and pandas as PD for Excel, and your SQL as well for to reading the query, right, to reading the server, okay, using the pandas. And after that, OS, which is your operating system, that is something actually we have used just to get the dynamic path on which that we can save our file. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for watching the video. Thanks a lot, and I will attach this file, this code as well, okay, in the description box. From there you guys can download it for your practice. So thank you so much everyone for watching the video. Thanks a lot.